Hey there, guy dude. We're playing a freaking Stanley Parable. This is an old game that I think started off maybe as a Gmod thing, but then became its own game, and it's like a narration game. I remember watching it back in the day. It was really cool, but I've never actually played it, and now there's a freaking iPad version dropped yesterday out of the blue. Pleasant surprise. Welcome, dude. Ultra Deluxe. Want to see it? Try the game for free for a short while or buy now? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna buy it now. $14.99, dude. Normally I wouldn't be so quick, but freaking since I have seen the game before and I know it's cool. All right, English now. Let's go. Not really. Adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Bet. Enter the current time. It is 6 o'clock on the dot. Okay. Hell yeah. Let's begin. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
A monkey could do it.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Why? Is he stupid?
Exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, right.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. But what if I stay in my office forever? Just kidding. I'll listen to the guy, unless he leads me astray. Okay, so this is a weird way to control yourself, but
gone. What could it mean?
It works.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room, you say? Where the hell could that be? I just got here, dude. Hello, everyone. Are you doing a meeting? Hello? Hello? What have we here? Can I look down? Kind of. Okay, okay. Am I going the right way, boss? Is this a meeting room? Hell no. Damn it. All right, hold on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
the door
doors. On the left.
Went to the left? But what if I go to the right? Okay, I'll play your games. I'll play your Parable games. We'll see if I agree with what we've done here. What is this? What are you hiding? Who's in there? It's a computer, but nobody. Alright, fuck it, we ball. I'm going to the back rooms. No, this game came out way before the back rooms, I think.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Shit!
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you? Take out passive-aggressively on other coworkers? Oh, I didn't get to see the ending. I guess it's on video, though. Get wrecked, kid. I'll be stealing your trade secrets. Broom closet. What's going on here? Nothing? Perfect. Oh!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
There's a broom?
So he turned around and got back on track.
Why would I not just stay in the broom closet? There might be something here that he doesn't want me to find.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Why do you care so much? You've never helped me this much before. Alright, let's go. Where are we going, boss? Upstairs? Downstairs? Upstairs?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I guess if you say so. It does look kind of scary downstairs. But yeah, this is pretty much the game. You like make choices and freaking there's a bunch of different endings, and I don't really remember them, dude. It was like so long ago. I think I saw PewDiePie play it and a lot of other epic gamers at the time. But not me. But not I. Executive bathroom, huh? This is nice. You got the original Skibbity toilet. Below, the boss knows what you are going to do if the boss suffered less than what the boss has chose. I don't know what you're saying, buddy. Where's my boss? If I just tap this, is that faster? Kind of is. It's kind of fire.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
For real.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845?
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're right. Uh-oh. I know it now, though, because you told me.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
It is what it is.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
All right. Which is where? Didn't quite catch that. Oh. Hello, boss. Is this where the boss really works? What is going on here? This is terrifying. All right. Totally. Can't see shit. We're getting a behind-the-scenes look at the goings-on. What is this? Going down. The narrator has left me out here, hasn't he? Nothing to say about the elevator, huh? Shut him up real quick. Start elevating. Descending, I suppose.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I feel a bit peculiar.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Is he stupid?
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, as long as it doesn't go unanswered for long.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Mind control
facility.
Hold on. What if I don't do that? What if I don't do that?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
the
truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Are you sure? What if it's an escape?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Or I could escape, or try to.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
That's
and
fair.
willingly confront his death.
I'm not confronting that. There's no way I'm confronting that. I'm escaping. I don't know if I escaped. But maybe through the embrace of death. Uh-oh, he loaded me into more falling. I'm alive! Am I escaped?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
he
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
It was probably some consequence.
See the picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision.
What's going on here?
This world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
I do not know.
The eyeballs from a blind man.
I don't know.
So he
Where are my legs?
And willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I'm not willingly accepting it at all. I'm trying to escape it, on the contrary. However, I am dead.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
This is...
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Shit! I'm dead instantly, allegedly. Alright. Some sort of logo situation out here. It's got my name on it.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. I don't know. But I'm at the president's house now.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That is deep, brother. I'm not sure I'm buying it. Nice little gift shop you got here. Also not buying that. And, you know, what's going on up here? So you've been watching me up here. Oh, shit. It's my cubicle. I knew I would hit it big someday. This is like the Truman Show, dude. Except it's not over. The war zone of my bike. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and the war would wage against the narrator. Shortly after, we realized the build was too far jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Interesting bit of lore, okay. I understand that I died, technically, and that I have to restart now. However, they're really dragging the knife through my wound with this whole museum ending. Hey, a cage. Is that where Stanley lives? What's so funny?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Are you talking about me and the
How they both
who?
wish to be free.
I'm turning this shit off. Or on, or whatever.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Me and Loomis?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Is she hitting on me? I'm
But
feeling
listen to me.
nervous.
You can still save these two.
What is
You can
happening?
stop the program before they both fail.
What?
Push escape and press quit. There's no...
Begin this game again? I don't know when the game even ends, dude. You're kind of fucking my mind.
Forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
You kind of exacerbated the process, I'll be honest. This is hilarious. I got squished twice for the 2-for-1 special. And now I'm born again, I think. Now my question would be, does he remember that I died?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Okay,
mean?
he doesn't remember. This is the
Stanley
beginning.
decided to go to the meeting
Right?
room.
I don't
Perhaps he had
know.
simply
I don't
missed a
know who to
memo.
trust. This is messed up. I kind of like it, though. I kind of like that you can also just, like, tap and it keeps you on track most of the time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I'm going to the right one this time. I suppose that's what I'll have to be doing.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
The
Perhaps he
first
wanted to stop by the
entrance went
employee
really
lounge
meta.
first,
I'm
just to
going the other
admire
way.
it.
Not that I'm expecting much else, but I guess since we're going off the beaten path already, I'll check this door. Is there anything in there? I don't know why I thought there would be. Nope, just chairs. Tease what it is. Stanley's got a gun.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. Just to but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I, though? Did I do that? I don't know if I did that. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. I'm going A4.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You're right. It is incredible. Where are we going, boss?
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. please.
What?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
For whomst? You're gonna bring my family into
This is it,
this?
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
You're scaring me. You got a lady in here? Yeah, baby. Awooga. You tricked me! Son of a bitch!
That's her, Stanley.
It's a phone!
You need to be the one to do this.
Dude, this
To
gave me
reach out to
goosebumps.
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, baby. Okay. Whatever. Did I die? Did it explode? It was a trick. 427. Bro, what is happening?
Stanley, is that you?
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Okay, don't mind me.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Ah! What?
Gotcha.
What?
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Maybe.
They want to commit their life to you.
What the hell?
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Asshole.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Alright. You look different than I thought you would.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Are you threatening me? Good morning, employee 427 plus number 6.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Oh.
And every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
You're so sweet.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I went to the
Now
right
he's
door.
pushing
This is the
buttons.
rebellious run.
Now he's eating lunch.
You're just
Now
mad.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Can
But
I
in
go
his
in the
mind-
apartment?
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Nice
From
feet.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I don't know what you're saying, brother. Press number 2 to watch TV.
And so
This
he
is
began to
patronizing.
fantasize about
I
his
get
own
it's
job.
supposed to be.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The
Shit.
thought excited him terribly.
Number 3 to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
He's talking about 10
choice.
minutes ago.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy
What the
world,
hell?
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down
What just
one
happened?
path lay an enormous round
What have you done to
room
my kitchen?
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Huh?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I don't know about the baby part. Number 1 to tell your kids a story. The
It
fuck?
was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely
You're putting
there's an
words in my
answer down
mouth.
some
I
new
didn't say
path,
that.
Mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Number 4 to tell your wife you love her. I sure do
But
love
there
my
is no
wife.
answer. How could there possibly
The
be?
fuck is this
In
nonsense?
reality, all he's doing
The map is
pushing the
glitching.
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more
True.
he forgets which life is the real one.
True.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Whoa.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not listening to you.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Tuned
How can I
out.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
No.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Take your meds. Number 2, to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Why?
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Huh. I thought there was going to be a monster. Bro, this game is insulting me just right. But also, I don't know what's happening. Is my run really over?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room.
Alright, should I just do everything he says unless it's horrible? That'll be my rule for this attempt. I'll do as you say, King. You know best, King. Daddy
Stanley came to
Stanley.
a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Bet. Everything's a-okay as long as you listen to Papa. I
Yet
assume?
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase,
Oh,
Stanley
shit.
walked upstairs to his
It won't
boss's
make the
office.
choice for you. That's kind of cool. I like it, I like it. What is this closet? It looks suspicious. Let me in there. Where are the bodies, boss? Alright, fuck it. I said I would do what you said. It is what it is. I went this way, right? This was the bathroom? Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
Forget
any
what it was,
human life.
248 or something?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for
I didn't do
clues to
that.
his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Just tell me, man.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below.
What if I don't
his
want to
feet.
know the terrible
And so the
secret?
boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
It is what it
keypad,
is.
Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Oh, that's clearly a bad idea, though.
Amazing. He stepped into
Because
the
it shut
newly
down all
opened
the security and
passageway.
such. And now I am in trouble. You know? Couldn't help but notice that. Pull me back on the track, coach. What's going on here? Yikes. Wait, is that the right way to go? It's the only way to go, so probably. You're just trying to scare me, I get it. It's working. I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm Stanley, you could say that. Yeah, I'm Stanley, look at me go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why would I do that? I guess I did say I would do what he said this time. Fuck it, we ball. Take my brain, it is what it is. I'm here for my update. My lobotomy was extremely painful, coach. Here to report in.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Hello.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I suppose so. I'm strong. There could be ladies watching. Go on, Stanley. Show them what's what.
Now the
Turn the
monitors
TV
jumped
on.
to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh. You know? What's that thing on the floor? Never mind. Sorry, boss. Moving right along. Tell me more about how I mean nothing, and I am a man.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, maybe a little.
No. He refused to believe it.
I believe it.
He couldn't accept it. His own life
I accept
in
it.
someone else's control? Never.
Control me, Daddy.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Wah, wah. There's worse things.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
I can
eating,
choose?
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Are you sure?
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
We decided that? That's awfully bold. Stanley, my boy. Where are we going? Oh, here we go. Big button. Brother. Is this where I came from? Awaiting input. How about you turn it off and stop being mean? There's your
And when
input.
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to
But-
everything it stood for.
Unless... Let's turn it on.
Oh, Stan, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
I'm
Is that what you
evil.
wanted? Control?
No.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh!
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Big number!
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
What are we doing?
Oh, this is much better
We're
than
running.
what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Run, dude, run!
Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Run, dude,
But
run!
what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Not so different than right
I
now.
let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
Number
rich.
4!
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on
All
the
that
next
for number
go
4?
around
Damn
will
it.
be even
All right, we're
better.
dead.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
It was very
But I'm
hard to strafe
enjoying
those
this so
stairs.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Oh my god.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time
This guy's
doesn't
an
grow
asshole.
on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or
Yes.
what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes, it is.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons.
It's like he knows.
These colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
That did something.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
I'm trying to break this thing.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Is it over? Are we alive? Damn.
Co-workers were gone.
Damn it!
What could it mean?
What could it be?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps.
Alright, I'm gonna freaking stop this here, but dude, this game is a mindfuck. Maybe I'll play this again. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And how do you get the best ending? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. But goodbye.